one of my daughters will you wed?
Spoiler alert. In Season 2 of House of the Dragon, Aemond Targaryen has not had a bad time. Aemond has succeeded in placing his brother Aegon II on indefinite bed rest and securing his own regency in the most recent episode of Ryan Condal's Westerosi spin-off. The red sowing, except for Rhaenyra's stern warning to the prince in the concluding scene of last week's Season 2, Episode 7. Aemond's complex layers have been extensively explored in Season 2 of the Game of Thrones prequel, with scene partners such as brothel owner Sylvie helping to flesh out the character's flaws and draw attention to Aemond on a more personal level. Alicent's second son has not fully embraced his new role as regent despite his recent elevation, which begs the question, what happened to Aemond's fiancée from House of the Dragon Season 1? If viewers can recall back far enough, Aemond was genuinely engaged to one of Lord Borros Baratheon's daughters in one of the last moments of House of the Dragon Season 1. Episode 10. The Black Queen. The marriage contract appeared ready to bring a new face to the Green's troubled Red Keep in House of the Dragon Season 2, as it was necessary to win Storm's End over to the Greens and weaken Prince Lucerys. However, aside from a fleeting reference in the opening epoch of the season, Lord Borros' daughter has not yet made an appearance. Rather, the most qualified usurper in Westeros has occupied the Iron Throne by himself, leaving the situation surrounding the Greens' alliance murky in the most recent episodes of House of the Dragon. Welcome to Movie Spy. Where is Season 2 of House of the Dragon's Baratheon fiancé of Aemond? Ironically, by giving Aemond's fiancé a name, the House of the Dragon narrative has actually done more to characterize her than author George R.R. Martin's Fire and Blood, despite the fact that she only makes one on-screen appearance. Aemond's engagement to Lady Floris Baratheon is confirmed in the Season 2 opener. This information is missing from the first book and could help to explain the lady's departure from the Red Keep. Unlike Sansa from Game of Thrones, Floris's deal with her royal prince is established during a time of conflict, meaning the two do not have time to get to know one another while the realm torns itself apart, unlike the marriage pacts arranged between Rhaenyra's sons and Lyanna's daughters. Because of this, it is likely that Floris has spent House of the Dragon Season 2 in Storm's End in order to protect herself. Floris's absence from House of the Dragon Season 2 court drama makes sense throughout the first several episodes, despite the fact that her exclusion does lessen the suspense of the show's Season 1 conclusion. Floris's presence in King's Landing would not be considered necessary as the betrothed to the Green's royal spare, though Otto Hightower of the House of the Dragon confirms that he awaits the Stormland's sworn declaration of allegiance to King Aegon in the same small council meeting that determines which daughter of Baratheon Aemond is becoming a princess. Either way, House of the Dragon ignores the important relationship after Aemond takes on the role of regent. This delay may indicate some pressure on the pact, or it could just be a casual statement that alludes to the Baratheons' eventual involvement in the conflict.
House of the Dragon. Season 2 missed opportunity due to Floris Baratheon's absence. There is no pressing need for Aemond to introduce his queen to the kingdom, because he has not officially been crowned king of Westeros yet.
But Floris's lack of growth as a person is strange given their tight relationship. Due to their Targaryen ancestry, Helaena and Lyanna, the series' main royals, have received more attention than their fair share from their past fiancés. However, Floris's arrival at Red Keep could have provided a humorous contrast to these previous engagements by illustrating how challenging it is for an outsider to adapt to the chaotic family politics of the House of the Dragon. Viewers would have seen a whole different side of Aemond with Floris there, as the renegade prince in training from Westeros would have had to weigh his political obligation to the Princess of Baratheon against his personal yearning for Sylvia. Aemond's claim from House of the Dragon Season 1 that he would have no trouble getting into a marriage as loveless as that between his brother and Helaena would have been put to the test in the form of a conflict between duty and desire. This would have provided a new parallel to the themes best expressed by Snow and Dany in Game of Thrones. Furthermore, Aemond might have been put to the test even further by Floris's increased involvement in the series. Although Fire and Blood skims the surface of Lord Borros' four daughters' personalities, House of the Dragon also skims the surface of their personalities, with Aemond favoring Floris's beauty over her astute sister Maris. In the novel, Maris actually contributes to Aemond's assault on Lucerys by making fun of his missing eye and questioning whether Lucerys had not stolen his manhood in its place. The show might have focused on Aemond's childhood fears, which he references to Sylvie about, and which led him to set fire to Aegon during House of the Dragon's fight at Rook's Rest. If Floris had brought Maris with her to the Red Keep, Aemond's harsh acts appear to be motivated primarily by a sense of revenge for the bullying he endured as a child. According to the Dowager Queen Alysanne herself, one such instance is when his playmates made fun of him with a pig when he was one of the few Targaryen kids without a dragon in Season 1 of House of the Dragon. Maerys's relationship with Floris may have given Aemond the opportunity to face his trauma head-on, but the absence of the Baratheon sisters allows the series to continue highlighting how starkly unequal society is in Westeros. In Season 2 of House of the Dragon, Aemond's extended engagement exposes the hypocrisy of the Greens. Apart from Floris's importance in Aemond's early life, Aemond's ability to avoid responsibility for his engagement for a significant portion of House of the Dragon Season 2 highlights his luxury as the male heir to the Iron Throne of the Green family. Aemond is not under any need to rely on his pre-existing marriage deal in order to swiftly enhance the Greens' military strength, even though Lord Jasper will go so far as to recommend in Season 2, Episode 6, that Alysanne marry Dalton Greyjoy in order to protect the Iron Islands Navy. Aemond betrays Floris because his mother depends too much on Sylvie, just as Daemon notes that he and Viserys were allowed to visit King's Landing Street of Silk on a regular basis without facing social consequences as young men. However, the patriarchy of the House of the Dragon never pries into the prince's private life. With the current season's renewed focus on Helaena, the disregard for the situation of Aemond's marriage in House of the Dragon Season 2 highlights the radically different and unfair circumstances faced by Westeros's royal sons and daughters. The most recent episodes of the show have gone to considerable measures to illustrate the negative effects that Helena's social standing has had on her mental health. She is the last of Alysanne's offspring in the Red Keep who is not actively mocking or being mocked by the tragic mother of the dragon. In addition to being made to marry and have Aegon children when she was still a young adolescent in House of the Dragon Season 1, Helaena was further punished for the status she never requested when she saw firsthand how blood and cheese killed her eldest son in Season 2. However, the small council of the Greens is willing to ignore Aemond's own commitments and infidelity while imposing harmful customs on Westeros's female leads. Lord Baratheon has thus not been entirely forgotten by House of the Dragon, but the Greens have made it very simple for the audience to ignore the engaged princess. The absence of Floris from House of the Dragon Season 2 glosses over one of the most impactful introductions from Season 1, which is a time when the show is giving more screen time to unlikely side characters like Diana and the fleeting leaders of House Darkland. Floris is a younger daughter of Lord Borros who plays a symbolic role in securing Aemond the Stormlands. The disregard Floris has received for Aemond highlights the unfair treatment of the prince in contrast to his traumatized sister. His regency will likely come to a head in this weekend's finale, so it is unlikely that fans of House of the Dragon will ever get to witness what royal marriage looks like for the sapphire-studded prince.